Hello class. Today for our math warm-up, I asked you to measure the length of your tub in meters and to tell me if you use fewer meters or centimeters to measure your tub. So I also measured my tub, and my tub was about 2 meters long. And my tub was 180 centimeters, 180 centimeters. So I asked you to tell me if I used fewer meters or centimeters to measure my tub. Well, I can see that I only used 2 meters to measure my tub, and it took 180 centimeters to measure my tub. So did I use fewer meters or centimeters? If you said I used fewer meters, then you are correct because I used fewer meters to measure the tub. I only used 2 meters to measure the tub, whereas I used centimeters, the tub was 180 centimeters long. Let's look at another one. Next, I asked you to measure the length of your shirt. The shirt that I measured was 45 centimeters long. But when I measured it with the meter stick, it wasn't quite a meter long. So did I use more centimeters to measure the shirt or did I use more meters to measure the shirt? If you said centimeters, then you are correct because I used more centimeters than meters. The shirt was 45 centimeters long, and 45 centimeters is more than 1 meter long. And the reason why this is because the smaller the unit of measurement, the more you will use. Centimeters and inches are a lot smaller than meters, feet, and yards. So if your unit of measurement is smaller, that means you will use more of them to measure an object. If you are using a large unit of measurement like feet, yard, and meters, you will use fewer because those units of measurement are a lot bigger. So that is why it only took 2 meters to measure my tub because I used a larger unit of measurement. When I used a smaller unit of measurement like centimeters, I used 180, so it was a lot more. So keep that in mind as you are measuring your items. Let's jump right into our lesson. Today you will be able to solve subtraction problems within 1,000, continuing to use an open number line. All right, our first teacher model problem says Crosby left 493 Legos on the floor. Cooper picked up 277 Legos. How many Legos are still on the floor? So I need to write my equation. 493 minus 277. So just like I showed you yesterday, we're going to start at the end of our number line and we're going to start from the biggest number and count back. Okay, so 493 minus 200. I'm only going to change my hundreds place. So 493 minus 200 is 293. My tens and ones did not change. Now I'm going to take away 7 tens. And 7 tens is equal to 70. So 290 minus 70. My hundreds place is not going to change and my ones place is not going to change. So I know that 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. So therefore 90 minus 70 is equal to 20. So 293 minus 70 is equal to 223. And lastly, I'm going to take away 7 ones. And I'm going to count backwards. Say 223 minus 7 is 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. So 223 minus 7 is 216. 493 minus 277 is equal to 216. You can use your place value blocks to double check my work. All right, let's move on to the next one. 538 minus 215. So I'm going to start at the end of my number line, 538, and I'm going to subtract 2 hundreds. The place value that's going to change is the hundreds. That's the only place value that we're changing. So 500 minus 200 is 300. So 538 minus 200 is 338. And now I need to take away 110. The only place value that's going to change is my tens. So 338 minus a 10 is 328. Okay, didn't change my hundreds place, didn't change my tens, my ones place, just my tens place. And lastly, I need to subtract my ones, which is going to change my ones place. So 328 minus 5, let's see, 8 minus 5 is 3, so then that must mean that 328 minus 5 is 323. 538 minus 215 is equal to 323. Okay, time to do our guided practice problems. Go ahead and get your pencil and number line ready. And when you're ready, unpause the video. Miss Hall planted 850 tulips. She picked 425 tulips and gave them to Miss Busby. How many tulips does Miss Hall have left? So 850 minus 425. All right, let's start subtracting. I need to take away 400 minus 400. So 850 minus 400 is 450. Notice I only changed my hundreds place. I didn't change my tens place, and I didn't change my ones place. Now I need to take away 2 tens. So this time only my tens place is going to change. And I know that 5 minus 2 is 3. So 450 minus 2 tens is 430. And lastly, I need to subtract 5 ones. 30 minus 5 is 25. So 430 minus 5 is equal to 425. This problem should look very familiar to you because we did it yesterday. Let's move on to our last guided practice problem. There were 382 honeybees living in a hive. 270 of them moved away. How many honeybees are left? So we need to write our equation first, which is 382 minus 270. I'm going to start with the bigger number, 300. Ms. Banks is going to make that look a little neater. 382. And I'm going to take away 2 hundredths. 300 minus 2 hundredths is 100. I'm only going to change my hundredths place. So 382 minus 200 is 182. Now I need to take away 7 tens and 7/10 is equal to 70. Remember, you can do yours in smaller jumps if you need to. You can use 7 jumps of 10. Okay, so 182 minus 70, I'm only changing my tens place, and I know that 8 tens minus 7 tens is 110. So then this is 112. 182 minus 70 is 112. And I have 0 tens to subtract, so my final answer is 112. All right, that is it for our lesson today. Try your independent practice, and if you need help, make sure you get on Zoom later this afternoon, and I will be there to help you. See you later.